Hi everyone, bonjour tout le monde. Today in this video, we are going to talk about les pays et leur nationalité. How to say Germany in French. So Germany is l'Allemagne. Nationality in French, nationality is masculine and feminine. So in case of masculine, we'll say allemand, allemand. In case of feminine, we put e. So allemande, allemande. So if I say I am German, so I'll say this way, je suis allemand. In case of masculine, in case of feminine, je suis allemande. France is a feminine country, la France. Nationalities are français, française, in case of feminine singular. Now, when we talk about India, India starts with vowels, it's like land, land, and nationalities are Andia, Andean, Andia, Andean. We'll put double N E here at the end to make it feminine. Canada is le Canada. Le Canada is masculine singular. And nationalities are Canadian, 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 Canadian. China. China is Xin. It's a feminine country, la Xin. And the nationalities are Chinois, Chinois, Chinoise, Chinoise. We put E here to make it feminine. Now we'll talk about Spain. Spain start with E, so it's like l'Espagne, l'Espagne. Nationalities are Espanol, Espanol, Espanol. Japan is a masculine country, it's like le Japon, le Japon. And the nationalities are Japonais, Japonais, Japonese, Japonese. United States is a plural country, so les États-Unis, les États-Unis. Nationalities are America, American, America, American. England, l'Angleterre, l'Angleterre. Anglais, Anglaise, Anglais, Anglaise. Russia is la Russie, la Russie. And the nationalities are Rouge, 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 Rouge. Italy. Italy is a country which starts with vowel. So it's like l'Italie, l'Italie. And the nationalities are Italian, 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 Italian. Now we'll talk about Senegal. Senegal is a country and it's masculine and the nationalities are Senegal, Senegalese, 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 Senegalese. Nepal is a masculine country, la Nepal. And the nationalities are Nepali, Nepali, Nepalese, Nepalese. Belgium, la Belgique, la Belgique. Belge, Belge. Australia is l'Australie, l'Australie. And the nationalities are Australian, Australian, Australia in case of masculine, Australian in case of feminine. We will put double N E here to make it feminine. So Australia, Australian. Okay, so here all countries whose spellings end with E are feminine, except so there are few countries which end with the spelling end with E, but they are not feminine country. They are exception, they are masculine country. So when we talk about Mexico, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Zaire, these are masculine countries. So La Mexique, La Zimbabwe, La Mozambique, these are this one, La Zaire, these are masculine countries. So yeah, now we'll talk about plural countries. So plural countries, when we talk about West Indies, so West Indies is les Antilles, Antilles, les Maldives, les Pays-Bas, and in case of this one, Seychelles, so les Seychelles. Les Seychelles is a plural country. Now we'll talk about absent d'article devant le nom de certains pays. So there are certain countries in front of, we never use any article. So when we talk about Singapore, Madagascar, Cuba, in front of that, we never put any article. So we put directly a in case of to or in. Preposition a. So it's like I'm going to the Singapore. So I'll say je vais à Singapore. Je vais à Singapore. I work in Singapore. So je travaille à Singapore. Je travaille à Singapore. Same for Madagascar. So you'll say je travaille à Madagascar. Madagascar. Now, Cuba is like also in case of Cuba, we never use any articles. So it's become a. In front of that, we put a. Je vais en Cuba. So there are few countries. In front of that, we never put any article. So there we use only preposition. Now we'll talk about this one, where to put en, where to put au, where to put aux, where to put a. So it depends on the gender and the number of the country. So in case of feminine countries, we put en, we pronounce it as on. So if it is a feminine country, we'll put on in front of that. Meaning is to and in. So it's enfants. In case of continent, we put en. In case the country which is feminine or masculine but start with vowel, we put en in front of that. For example, and start with I, that is vowel. So in front of that, we'll put en on and. In case of masculine countries, we put AU in front of that. So AU preposition, Japan. Japan is a masculine country. So in front of that, we'll put AU on Japan, meaning is to or in. Now we'll talk about plural countries. So plural countries, we put AUX, X we never pronounce or sound come. So in case of United States, USA, it's a plural country. So we put AUX before that, on zeta uni, on zeta uni. And in case of cities, we always put A before that. So in case of to or in, a preposition come, that is on, and a. The meaning is same in English, to and in. Let's see some example. I'm in India, je suis en Inde. Now, I'm going to the Canada, je vais en Canada. We work in USA, nous travaillons aux États-Unis. I live in Paris, j'habite à Paris. So in case of India, India start with I, so we'll put en in front of that. Canada is masculine singular, so we put au in front of that. États-Unis is a plural country, so we put aux before that. And Paris is a city, so we always put a in front of city. Okay, so let's talk about the preposition the. The meaning is same from. So in case of feminine country, we always use the. The France is feminine country, but the country which start with vowel like India, we put DN apostrophe. So dan, like Angleterre, d'Angleterre. So we put DN apostrophe. But in case of masculine countries, we always put do. So meaning is same from du Japon. And in case of plural countries, we always put they form. So des États-Unis from USA. And in case of cities, we always put the Paris. So this one is a preposition. The meaning is always same in English, that is from. And it has different part like the apostrophe, do, they, and the in case of French preposition. Let's see some example. I'm leaving from Canada. So je pars du Canada. Par is a partir verb. So je pars du Canada. Canada is a masculine country. So we put du, meaning is from. I come from India. So India start with vowel. So we put D and apostrophe before that. Je viens d'Inde. Je viens d'Inde means I come from India. Now in case of city, we always put the. Il vient de Paris. Il vient de Paris. And I'm from the USA. So USA is a plural country. So in front of that, we'll put they. Je suis des États-Unis. Je suis des États-Unis. Okay, so let's do some exercise based on that. The first one, complète avec a, en, and on. So first one, vous habitez Canada ou France. So you can see Canada is a masculine country. So in front of that, we always put AU form. So vous habitez en Canada ou means or en France, the question. Ma famille habite Arabie Saoudite. So Arabie Saoudite start with A. So in front of that, we'll put en. Sa famille habite Japan. It's a masculine country. So in front of that, we'll put au. So ma famille habite en Arabie Saoudite et sa famille habite en Japon. Vous n'allez pas Angleterre is start with vowel. So in front of that, we'll put en. Vous n'allez pas en Angleterre. You are not going to the England. Mes parents habitent Suisse. It's a It's a country which is feminine. So in front of that, we put en. Mes parents habitent en Suisse. My parents lives in Switzerland. Swiss is Switzerland. Now we'll talk about this one. Ils vont Colombie. So it's a feminine country. So in front of that, we'll put en. Mais nous allons Mexique. You can see it end with e, but it come in an exception. It's a masculine country. So in front of that, we put au or Mexique. Now, il vit, it's a vivre verb. Vivre means to live, same like habiter. So, il vit Mumbai. Mumbai is a city. So, in front of that, we'll put a. But India is a country. So, in front of that, we'll put en. It starts with vowel, so we put en. So, il vit à Mumbai en Inde. He lives in Mumbai in India. Nous allons à Rome because Rome is a family. Rome is a city. Italy is a country and start with vowel, so we'll put en here. So nous allons à Rome en Italy. So we are going to Rome in Italy. The meaning is to or in. So in case of city, we always put a. In case of country, we start with vowel en. Vauxhall, Londres is a city. So in front of that, we put an a. And Angleterre start with a vowel. So in front of that, we put en. So Vauxhall à Londres en Angleterre. Now this one, L'avion s'arrête. Tokyo is a city. So in front of that, we'll put a. But Japan is a country. So in front of that, au, it's a masculine country. So L'avion s'arrête à Tokyo au Japon. Now we'll talk about this one. Votre père travaille. États-Unis is a plural country. In front of that, we put aux. And when we talk about Seychelles, it's also a plural country. So we'll put here aux. It's like votre père travaille en États-Unis ou en Seychelles. So your father works in United States, ou means or in Seychelles. Okay, so this one is, I hope this one is clear. It's about like where to put a, en, au, and aux. It depends on the gender and the number of the place. And in case of city, it's easy. We always put a. Okay, so let's see this one. Complete avec the, do, the apostrophe, and they. Meaning is same, that is from. So this one, il prend le train Paris. So Paris is a city. So in front of that, we always put the. Vous êtes Pays-Bas. It's a plural country. So in front of that, we put they. So you are from Netherlands or Maldives. So Maldives is a plural country. So in front of that, we put they. So vous êtes des Pays-Bas ou des Maldives. Now, ils viennent. Delhi is a city. So we'll put the here, D-E. Ils viennent de Delhi. Now, ça sont mes amis Angleterre. So Angleterre start with A. So we'll put D and apostrophe. So this one is ça sont mes amis d'Angleterre. These are my friends from England. Now this one, ils viennent, is a venir verb with plural viennent. Ils viennent États-Unis. So États-Unis is a plural country. So regardless of gender, you always put they. Ils viennent des États-Unis ou Singapore. So Singapore is a country. In front of that, we never put any article. That's why we put only the DE, the Singapore. Now, mon oncle vient Allemagne aujourd'hui. So it's like start with vowel. So we put D and apostrophe. So mon oncle vient d'Allemagne aujourd'hui. Allemagne is Germany. D'Allemagne from Germany. Sont-ils Sri Lanka ou Inde? Sri Lanka is a masculine country. In front of that, we'll put DU, from. Are they from Sri Lanka ou Inde? India, D and apostrophe, d'Inde. So, sont-ils du Sri Lanka ou d'Inde? Nous venons. This country start with E, so we'll put D and apostrophe. So, when we talk about Spain, so the Spain parvol, nous venons, we are coming from. So where? Spain, the Spain, D and apostrophe. So I hope this chapter is clear. When we talk about city, we always put the. When we talk about masculine country, we put DU. And when we talk about the country which start with vowel, we put D and apostrophe. In case of plural, we put DES. And in case of feminine country, we put the. Merci, au revoir, bonne journée.